First and foremost, happy birthday, Dr. King. How he affects me. Growing up, my mother literally lived through the civil rights movement, and she is from Macon, Mississippi. It was a lot that I obtained from her, from stories of growing up in a segregated South, all of the things that they had to overcome, not just for Black Americans, but for all Americans, to literally be led by an individual who not only walked the walk, but talked the talk.
Well, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is a phenomenal figure in American history in a pivotal time for this country. The country has never seen a movement of free thinkers, probably since the country's founding, the way that Dr. King was able to rally the people behind his nonviolence movement that he had going on between the 50s and the 60s with the civil rights movement. He was such a pivotal player.
My thoughts on his life was that it was very impactful, especially inside of the time that it was in, a time full of segregation, racism.
Through nonviolence, the 1964 civil rights movement changed the face of America. It allowed individuals to understand that we can be different, but also be one.
For me, I would say that it was his resilience that has really inspired me to want to make a change in the world. Like when I just think about the climate that was going on at the time, like he must have been so scared, so angry, but also in fear of what might happen, but that didn't stop him.
His I Have a Dream speech, it was definitely one of the most influential speeches of that time, just because of the context that was in it and how he brought everybody together with it.
Him giving that speech really opened a lot of doors, not just for us, but for other people.
It then led to the voting rights, the importance of the American voice, of the human voice, that humanity is the most important order of the day, that we as humans, we as Americans have to continue to fight for those who feel powerless, who feel that they have no voice, and that we have to see beyond the color of our skin.
When you think about it, it's like a speech really did all of that, but it's like a speech really did all of that.
It really inspired me to want to be the best version of myself and want to actually make a change, because there are times where I wake up and I'm like, is this worth fighting for? Is this worth doing? But then I think about the people who came before me, who had so much going on, who had people telling them that they were crazy for thinking that people like me could sit with people like you right now. And that didn't stop them. And while there are times where they could have gave up, they did not give up.
I love Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. because of the things that he said, his visions, his dreams, his goals, that he wanted for us to be a better people in this country.
I feel like very, in a way, connected to what he did, because it's like he gave the people who didn't have a voice a voice, and he made it loud and he made it clear, and it made such a significant impact on the world we live in today.
Looking at our world right now, there's a lot of things that we think that we cannot change, but when we have the resilience and when we have the strength and when we look back at the people who came before us, who paved the way for us to be here and for us to talk and for us to have our voice, we should want to make a change in the world.
It's important to remember this day just because of who he was as a person. Like, we need to appreciate people like him and what he's done for the world. So every time we get a chance to celebrate people like him, we take an opportunity of it and we take advantage of it.
He gave us a foundation and we just put the pillars, we just put the roof.
An outstanding man of faith, an outstanding man of purpose.
And I'm just so grateful that he had the strength and the bravery to say what he said for people that were scared and felt like they didn't have a voice.
How that has impacted our world today, well, as you know, this world has gone and changed. There is a lot of sadness. There are a lot of fears. But we still can walk. We still can speak up. We still can unite. And we still can have a dream to one day just be one.
There is no other person like Dr. King, and I'm so happy that we are able to celebrate what he is, what he meant to our country, what he meant to the people of the time, and what he means to generations now that he has been gone for so long.
Be inspired by him and just try to make a change in the world, or make a change in anything. As long as you just make a strong, significant, and good impact, then that's all that matters.
And he didn't just fight for African Americans. He fought for everybody, because he realized that at the end of the day, we don't got nobody else but each other.
I hope everyone has an amazing MLK Day, and never forget the peace, the power, and the passion that this man left behind for us.
Martin, we thank you for telling us that it's okay to just love and be human. Happy birthday.